Hallöchen, everybody. It's me again, Rafi, Aerosoft Content and Community Manager. And with me together in the cockpit of the A340-600 is again real A340-600 captain. Hello, Stefan. You know him already, everyone.
Hello, everybody.
I hope you're doing good, Stefan, today. It's going to be excited. I mean, we have been already on summer break. We are going again on summer break, so we are sweating. But yeah, we're ready for the next scenarios and looking very much forward into this one. So to get the people a little bit on the board, what we're doing today, I will read again quickly the mission briefing. You know, it's from the previous missions we did. So mission 7, dual hydraulic failure flight story. The flight from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia to Doha, Qatar was already interesting. Short before the top of descent, the engine-driven hydraulic pump for the blue hydraulic failed. So we have a blue hydraulic engine-driven pump failure already. Now, as you are approaching Doha, the pump for the yellow hydraulic system is also giving up. So our mission goal is conduct the ECAM actions for the dual hydraulic failure, adapt the landing preparation accordingly. Autopilot will be not available on manual flight is required for this mission. So what we want to learn today is managing a complex failure scenario leading to loss of autopilot. Okie dokie. So are you ready?
I am ready anytime.
Okay, so let's jump into the cockpit. Let's unpause the flight simulator and go straight into flying. There you go. So what we have now is a blue hydraulic failure. So to understand what we have as an issue is the inoperative systems. You love to explain it a lot in the past, Stefan. Maybe you can guide us a little bit what we have right now as an issue.
Yeah, the blue engine-driven pump has failed, and you can just switch the hydraulic system page on, Rafi, and we can see that we don't have any pressure on the blue system. This is the reason why it's amber, and you see instead of 3000 psi, we have 0. So then give us the status page again. So we did the ECAM actions already. We switched off the blue engine-driven pump on the overhead panel, and there it is. And we ended up in the status page, where can you show? Yes, thank you. And there you have some items to consider. The approach procedure, landing distance procedure apply. That makes sense because the braking of the aircraft is impaired. You have only partial spoilers, as you see in the ENOP system column, and your alternate braking is also impaired. So the landing distance is always a good thing to see in Doha. It is not that much of a problem due to a long runway, and it's not that hot today. I think we have about 25. Was it 25 degrees?
Yeah,
I think
25 degrees. Yeah.
It was pretty decent there. So normally you have really hot temperatures. It's not a problem today. So this is the scenario. You have the blue hydraulic system inoperative. This is not a big deal. You see, you have three hydraulic systems. But if you get rid or another problem with the other hydraulic system, then you have a major malfunction in your flight, as you will see later on.
Good. So, I mean, the FMGC is prepared for the approach, so everything is, I would say, pretty fine. We're on QNH already, so yeah, that's as we did. Let's say we briefed the approach already.
Okay, we can. I think yes. we can just do the approach checklist because right in a couple of minutes we're pretty busy.
Yeah.
So I can read the approach checklist.
Checklist. Yep.
Bow ref
1007 set.
QNH 1007 seatbelts.
On.
Okay, minimum.
200. Decision height.
Okay, auto brake. Okay, now we are in the scenario. Auto brake you can do on 2. Yeah, that's perfect. And the engine start selector is norm, so the approach checklist is complete. So okay. Silence the bell, please. Okay. Okay, what do we have? Hydraulic blue and yellow system low pressure. And you see now land ASAP in red. So right now, the biggest challenge on this scenario is that we have lost both of our autopilots. That means Rafi is now in the situation to have to do hand flying, and not in normal law right now. If you see on the ECAM in amber, you see flight controls, alternate law, and the protections are lost. So this is a little challenging.
Yeah.
This would lead, first of all, as pilot monitoring, I would send up to ATC a mayday call that we have a major malfunction. So the airspace belongs to us from that moment on. And right now, let's see what we got. Blue and yellow. Okay, first of all, as always, fly the aircraft.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Fly, navigate, communicate.
Yeah.
So we navigate still on our approach on our arrival star, and we're maintaining 7,000 feet. So everything is still working besides the hydraulic. All 4 engines are running, so this is all okay. And then we could start with the ECAM actions.
Yes, ECAM
and
actions.
I read it for you. Hydraulic blue and yellow system low pressure. Yellow engine 3 pump off.
All right. Confirm.
Yeah, it's confirmed. Yeah, it's a guarded switch. You have to confirm it. Very good, Rafi. And the next thing is maneuver with care. If trim locked above 8 up, just look at the trim wheel down and zoom in. And I see from here you have the trim at 4. So this is not our case. So this is not a problem. It is not greater than 8. So this is not a problem for us. So then we can go, the next one would be the flight control. So clear hydraulic, blue and yellow.
Cleared.
Okay, so the next thing is flight control, alternate law, projections loss, max speed 305.82. So we are around to 50 knots right now, not a problem. And the next thing is land ASAP in red. That means that we should go to the next suitable or available airport. This is Doha because we are close to it already. So now you push the clear button, clear flight control.
Cleared.
Okay, now you have the hydraulic system. You see the system page, blue and yellow, 0 pressure. This is the reason why both of the autopilots are off. And we have this problem we don't have. Okay, clear hydraulic.
Cleared.
So right now we have flight control, alternate law. This is already done. Clear flight control.
Checked. Cleared.
And check your. Are you okay? You're descending already, but I would suggest to maintain 4,000 for the time being, and maybe we can speak to ATC to maintain the present heading. Maintain the present heading. Yes. And we maintain 4,000. The MSA, the minimum sector altitudes, are good with 4,000 feet, but not lower. So this is the reason speed also is checked. So we have to really handle our abnormal first before we start the approach. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So after clearance of the flight control, we end up on the status page. Normally you say stop ECAM, and right now we can check with the other crew member if there's any reset procedure, is there a pending checklist, whatever we can do to get a better situation like this. But right now, if you have 2 pumps fail and the pressure is gone, there are not many options. So you can start and continue with the ECAM. So pilot flying would say continue ECAM, and I read the status page. Max speed is 305.82, as we heard already.
Yeah.
Check your speed. You are on 220. The auto thrust is still on, so I think he should give us some thrust right now. Okay, it's doing. Everything is fine. Maintaining the speed. Okay, I continue. Max speed, if trim locks bigger 8, we checked that already. We don't have this, so we can get to the next item, approach procedure. Pitch authority reduced. GPWS flap mode off. So you go to the overhead panel, please, Rafi. And the GPWS, there you know, that's not flap mode. You need the system, GPWS system.
No, it said flap mode.
Is that flap mode? Okay, that was my mistake. Yeah, correct. Flap mode is correct. Okay, thank you. Sorry for that.
So it's off.
Flap mode. For landing, use flaps 2. Okay, we'll do this later on. For landing gravity extension, max speed 250 knots. Landing gravity extension down. When landing down lock, landing gear down, approach procedure VLS plus 10. Landing distance procedure apply, of course, as I said before. Alternate law protection loss, and then the inop systems. Flight control protections due to the alternate law. Stabilizer. We don't have any stabilizer. That was the reason why they called us about the trim of greater than 8. You cannot change the trim right now, and this is also the reason why you are ending up with configuration 2 instead of full. Okay, blue and yellow hydraulic is ENOP autopilot 1+2, as we noticed most spoilers. This is the reason why we have a bigger landing distance. Reverser 2 and 3, cut 2, of course, because we don't have an autopilot, an alternate brake. Okay, so remove status was the question. You say remove status and click the status page again. So then everything is okay. We missed one item, slats, flaps, slow. Okay, this is also important. And now ECAM actions are complete.
I have one question. For the approach speed VLS plus 10 knots, do we enter this here into the autopilot auto thrust system, or is it?
Yes, this is correct. This is correct. You do this, so it's good that you open up the status page. We do this in real life also, because right now we didn't do any items of the mentioned things, but right now we do. So the first thing on Airbus procedures, you first read all the status page just to have an idea what's coming up. And on the second one, after completing the ECAM action, you go to the page again, and now you do the setting. Approach procedure, pitch authority reduced. That means you have to flare a little earlier. DPWS flap mode is already off. For landing, use flap 2. So you can, you don't have the flap 2 down in the FMS on the approach page. You have only config 3. But this is the reason why we did the GPWS flap mode off.
Do we switch here to config 3, or it doesn't matter?
Yeah, you can leave it open, because you have already switched off the off the flap mode. It doesn't make any difference. So for landing gravity extension, later on we start the landing gravity extension. This is pretty easy. You see below the landing gear lever, you have this thing where you pull the flap and then you put it down. The interesting thing is you don't move the lever down. You leave the lever in the up position, switch the landing gear gravity extension down, and after you have 3 or 4 greens in this case, then you, as you see on the status page, when landing gear down lock, landing gear lever down. Okay, this is important. Approach speed VLS plus 10. So now you put on the VLS plus 10. You have VLS 146 plus 10 is 156. Already, in the meantime, I already made the landing configuration performance calculation, and with my EFB, and I see that you have the config lever 2, as we just learned, and so the braking is not a big problem, because we have over 4,000 meters of runway, almost 4,800. So this is not a problem. So we have only 2 reversers. As you see, we have only the reverser 1 and 4. Yeah. That means the deceleration will be a little impaired. And as we learned, the spoilers are almost gone entirely. That means the landing distance. But if we do a manual braking, we would have a factored landing distance of 1,800 feet, so not a big deal.
Okay.
You already switched on the auto brake for 2. This is a good idea because we have our auto brake. This is not inoperative, so this is a good thing. So everything is prepared right now. And what is important to know that we have flat slow. That means we should start the configuration process very early, just to be sure everything works out fine. Okay. Are you happy?
Yes, I'm happy. And what I would suggest is to start now, turn towards the airport back, so making 180 to the right, and then start with the configuration, basically.
This is a good idea.
Yeah.
Okay. Turn right, 180 degrees. Yes. That would be 320 around. And when we are aligned to our new course, we can see, or we can watch, we can look up into the FMC. I think LACMA is the initial approach fix. Yeah. And I think then we can do a direct to LACMA, and then we can follow the trajectory to the final approach course.
Yes, there you go.
All right, now.
And direct LACMA, to the right.
So I just open up my approach pages.
Shall we activate already the approach phase, that the speed, etc., goes down there, or?
Yeah, you can do this already. Yes. It's not a problem. Yes.
Just
always a good idea.
Okay, good.
Because otherwise, if you select manage speed, you will not accelerate to 250 knots.
There you go. Now it's going to green dot speed, I guess.
What is our approach for?
3-4 right.
3-4 right, okay.
It's on the Navigraph charts if you use them 21-4.
Thank you. Okay, so our approach starts at 2,500 feet. Anyway, we can maintain 4,000 feet. It's not a problem. We start with 4,000 because we need some time anyways to start our approach. 2,500 is close to the ground already, so this is a little bit rushy.
Yes, yeah. I mean, we are now 36 miles out of Doha, so this is plenty of time.
So this is good. You can do 40 miles range, and we can see a little more of the what is coming up. Okay, so you see already, you have already the localizer alive. So ATC clears you already for the approach.
So should we arm the localizer?
Yeah, you can do that.
Lockstar.
Lockstar. Okay, in the meantime, we have some time left. I open up the hydraulic summary. This is very handy. We have in our company blue and yellow system low pressure summary. This is something where the most important items are set or mentioned, and I just read it. Approach Cat 2 ENO. We learned already the flap mode is off. Landing lever 2. Slats flaps is slow. Landing gravity extension max speeds to 50. Nothing new. We saw that already on the status page. When landing gear down, the landing gear down. Landing flare, the pitch authority reduced. Only 2 spoilers per wing are available. The reversals we mentioned already 1 and 4. Braking is normal. And what we don't see on the ENOP system is quite interesting. It says no nose wheel steering.
Okay.
This is interesting because you don't have this on the status page. Let's see. Okay, here the status page is a little different. In my book, there says for the A340-600 also the nose steering inoperative, but it looks like it's working here. Okay, anyway, so I would suggest Rafi to start the configuration.
Yes, I also agree,
because we learned that it's low.
So flaps 1.
Be checked. Flaps 1.
And do we have a glide slope?
It's very good.
So I switch to approach.
Very good. So you see, it takes a longer time until he reaches the configuration 1. I think now we are on 1. So I suggest
still moving.
It's still.
Yeah.
Now it's okay.
Now it's green. Yeah.
All right.
So flaps 2.
Speed checked.
Flaps 2.
Flap 2. So we go, now the speed goes back to the F speed. It is almost 180 knots. This is perfect for our approach.
And shall we also do down the gear down procedure?
Yes, just wait until we have the speed. Yeah. And then we start with the landing gravity extension. Let's see what it says. Max speed to 50. Okay, we are way below that. Landing gravity extension down. Okay, so let's go ahead. Lift the flap. And now you have to open the guarded switches. Very good. And push the lever down.
Guess there's gonna be a...
Yeah.
Oh no, it's
there
not working. Go. Okay, because last time we had, that wasn't back then, because this was moving with the gear. But now it's doing correctly.
That's true, but it's already corrected. That's very good. So check your altitude. You're a little higher than 4,000.
Yes, I'm correcting. Yeah.
No, it's really hard. You have to fly and do all the items because I'm just watching and talking to you. I cannot help interacting or doing the switches. I'm sorry for that, but you are a multitasking guy. This is a good thing. Okay, so we have 4 green lights, and you see we have still the unlock lights. This is the reason why the lever is still up. Now, next item is when landing gear down, landing gear lever down. Go ahead. And now you see the red unlock lights are off. And on the status page, you see the landing gear gravity procedure disappeared.
Yeah. Do we close
this? It's a smart aircraft.
Do we close this?
No, you leave it. No, you leave it like this.
Okay.
Check altitude.
Yeah, I'm doing correcting.
So this is perfect. This is our final setting, flaps 2. So now everything is done.
But one question I have, another one. How do we get to the V app? Because if we say manage, it's gonna be stopping at the flap speed. So we have to go in selected speed then, or?
Firmware, yes, we have to go selected speed because otherwise, if we do it manage, he would stay and remain at flaps at F speed. Correct.
Okay. But I guess we do it once we're on a glide because then we are like, or do we do it?
No, you can do it also. You can do it right away as you like. All the things you can do already. Just do because you have to fly. You have to hand fly the airplane to the landing. So you will be busy enough.
Okay.
Okay, 156 is correct. This is our corrected V approach. And the glide slope is alive.
Yes. Okay, I need to pitch up a little bit, but...
Yeah, very, very stable flight. So it looks easy what Rafi is doing, but believe me, flying with in the alternate law is a little tricky because the load symbolics and logics are different in the alternate law. So the aircraft behaves a lot different than in normal law.
And spoilers are not yet armed, so that's a thing we need to do also.
It's true.
Yeah. Let me come back.
Okay, the Glide Star.
Yeah.
Yeah, normally you arm the spoilers with with landing gear down, and also you switch on the runway turnoff and taxi lights, if not already done, and also the landing lights. Correct.
Let's do everything like this, and rearm
Very
spoilers.
Good. And you can remove the status page right now because all items are done. And right now, we're just waiting for the landing checklist. When this comes up, it should be on green.
Yeah, here we have nose wheel steering 1 and 2 green, so because it's on the green hydraulics.
Yeah,
apparently.
It's working.
Yeah.
For Qatar Airways, you clear to land runway 34 right.
Clear to land runway 34 right. My thrust levers is like, hang on, I'll just double check that. Okay, it was in the right position. Okay, that's good.
Fix speed.
Yes.
Fix speed.
Yes, I'm correct.
All the thrust is off. So you switched off the auto thrusters. Woo!
I just wanted to make it spicy a little bit. I was a little bit
confused.
Yeah,
I see that. It was stable until you messed up with the auto thrust.
No, the thing is because my thrust lever, my hardware thrust lever is in a strange position, so I was not checking here the position. Anyway, so we will get back on track in a second.
Okay. So you need to get the glide slope again.
Yes, that's what I'm doing right now.
We have some time until the 1,000 feet gate.
Okay, it flies like it feels like it's heavier. So I don't know how to describe it, but it's like you need more input to do.
Yeah. This is exactly what happens when you're flying alternate law. It's different, and you don't do it very much, except off simulators. So this is really challenging because if you have this in normal or in real life, you are really busy. Okay, the landing checklist is there, of course, without flap in landing position because of the flap mode off, because or also the configuration in the FMC.
So landing checklist?
Yeah, ECAM memo.
Landing, no blue beside flaps full.
Correct, landing check is complete. Landing clearance is done, is given already, so everything is fine. The wind is slightly from the right. Correct. And stabilized.
The wind is a little bit changing, but should be now.
So in this case, when we have the nose wheel steering, that you glide a little bit low.
Yes, I'm correcting.
We are able to leave the runway, but also we can also just leave the airplane on the runway with parking brake set up.
Yeah.
Because we still don't know what the reason is why we lost two hydraulic systems, so good idea to stay on the road.
Land.
The wind is slightly from the right with 6 knots right now.
I remember myself to flare a little bit earlier. Continue.
That's true.
100, 50, 40, 30, 20, retard, 10, 5.
All right. Orders. Reverse green.
Diesel.
Yeah, and diesel.
And 1 and 4 on the deck, as planned.
70 knots.
Checked.
And manual braking. We still have auto brake on.
Yes. I changed that.
All right. So come to a complete stop. Okay, set the parking brake.
Brake set.
In real life, we would now say via the public address system, attention crew on station, just to be sure that the cabin crew is alerted for an eventually evacuating the aircraft if a fire, for whatever reason, you see the gear doors are still down or still open because of the gravity extension process. But right now, the aircraft looks pretty good. The fire brigade would come to the aircraft, check it, and then I think it's pretty obvious, no damage at all. So we could taxi to the gate later on when the fire brigade would give us the clearance for it.
Okay, I mean, I was a little bit, I guess, over flaring. Then I tried to push it down, and then it was like a little bit not soft, let's say this way, but I would say still in the same
I saw that. So you started the flare process exactly on the correct position, but then suddenly you released the stick and tried to dive down. That was the reason why you had relatively a big impact with 333 feet per minute. I think the better way would is just hold the stick and just wait for your touchdown. But anyway, it's 300 is not much. This is okay. It's just
1.4.
The safest landings are not the soft ones. These are the positive ones. So don't worry about it at all. But normally, just as a suggestion, keep the stick. If you flare, hold the stick at the position. You pull your thrust levers to idle, and then you slow down anyway, and you will touch.
Yeah. I mean, what we see here, 1.44 G, and that's the reason why I was a little bit before the 1,000 foot marker. But yeah, I mean, still okayish, I would say. Yeah,
and as we said before, it's alternate law. Okay, later on you're already in the flare process in the direct law, but it's different. It's really different. You must consider you have config 2. This is not a normal landing configuration. And everything feels different from that point on. So don't worry about it. It was a good landing.
Okay, perfect. Thank you for your kind words. So I would say that concludes mission number 7, dual hydraulic failure for a landing here in Doha. We survived. That's the most important thing. And it was, of course, fun and pleasure having you on my side and having your input, because what I like is what we tend in flight simulation, especially as sim pilots only, we tend to overrush things, and you bring like the professionalism in it. And I mean, with you, I felt like, okay, now everything is briefed, everything is safe, and that's how it should be. Like, that's why you do it in real life, to be as safe as possible always, right? So thank you again, Stefan, for part number 7. Looking very much forward to it. And for you guys, if you like the video, follow and like the channel. Make sure to do that. If you want to have some questions to Stefan or to the product itself, feel free to put a comment down below or join our Discord. And see you in the next one. So thank you, Stefan, very much.
Very welcome. Thank you. And looking forward to the next one.
Okay, bye-bye.